There you go. Now volume is fine. My computer just decided to turn my... There it goes. My computer decided to turn my volume off. Decided to turn my volume off without telling me. And now I have this other audio device on here. And there you go. Fuck off. All right, so there. My audio is on now. So there we go. So, yeah, I don't know what's going on with my computer. Okay, so does anybody else out there, real quick? I have Windows 11, unfortunately. What's up, America? Every single time I go live, the volume on my entire system turns off. So I'll go live, hit the button, and my system says, I'm turning your volume off. What's up, Ziggy? On my Windows 11, I have every single thing open, and it's just started since the last update. Yeah, oh no, it's, let's see. Windows 11 keeps turning my volume off on system settings. What the fuck, man? Disable audio enhancements and exclusive mode in the control panel. Why? Okay. Part of my problem here is that every single thing that's sold to us in America is a piece of shit. Every fucking thing that's sold in this country is a piece of shit. Everything's on subscriptions. The computers are garbage unless it's fucking Linux. Damn right, Linux. That's damn right, 100%. Windows is garbage. It keeps changing. It's nothing but glitches. I have never seen anything fucked up more than Windows and Apple. And everybody keeps using these things. And the guy that invented this diarrhea wants to stop cow farts and give you fucking fake meat. Let me just say something real quick about Bill Gates. Why is he still on the speech circuit? Anybody tell me why Bill Gates is out there on the fucking speech circuit? Anybody? He's in the Epstein files. Lots. He's being investigated by his own company. Lots. And yet there he is. Fucking absolutely on the speech circuit with his weird hand movements. Well, cows make emissions. They make emissions with their methane. So we have to stop that and make lab-grown meat. Because I'm Bill fucking Gates. A weird fucking pile of shit that's been in the Epstein files, but nobody is getting any accountability for this shit. And then you guys infight with me because I don't dry hump the goddamn Republican Party. Gee, I wonder fucking why. Maybe because this guy is not in jail yet. Maybe the guy that can't figure out how to stop a computer virus shouldn't be in charge of figuring out how to stop the world's viruses. But here he is, not in jail. Thank you, Living. Thank you, Texas. No congressional hearings. Thank you, Living. This is the Green Mountain Boys flag. And then we're just looking past this shit. Every Democrat influencer out here talks shit about the Epstein files, but not one of them is saying to prosecute these people. What's up, Tyra? It's like the Epstein files came out and people just figured they could use the whole thing as a gotcha to Trump. Even though thousands of criminals are listed in the fucking files. What's up, Independent? Yet nobody is arresting the people in the files. And we're just trotting along because the Dow was at 50,000. Why is nobody talking about it? Thank you, Tiffany. Follow Tiffany Cianci. She knows what time it is. We've been waiting, and Bill Gates is still up there. I just saw that piece of shit talking with his weird fucking hand movements about getting rid of cow farts and lab-grown meat. All the while, let me come up for 2 minutes. You're the only one, you're like one of 3 people I'll let come up, and that's it. And everybody knows I don't do this. So, un momento, por favor. Let's see what we got here. Un momento. Okay, you're on there. Are you hearable?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, so I only have a minute because I'm at an event.
You're cool.
I'll tell you about something that happened because you're going to want to know.
Okay.
Okay, so you've been talking about pesticide immunity a lot. And People versus Poison Rally, we're all going to on Monday.
Yes.
Today, I just want to explain how much Bayer Monsanto owns Donald J. Trump and this administration. Okay, when Trump filed the amicus brief asking the Supreme Court to grant immunity to Bayer Monsanto, it was authored by Assistant Solicitor General Sarah Harris. Well, Sarah Harris was not a Solicitor General just a few weeks before that. No, she worked at Bayer Monsanto's senior lobbying law firm.
Oh.
Guess who was arguing? Wait, it's going to get better because she wrote the amicus brief for the United States when she got hired to work for the United States for just a few weeks. And guess who is now arguing the case before the Supreme Court on behalf of Bayer Monsanto? Not the U.S. government. No, it's the same woman that wrote our argument to tell the Supreme Court. It is Sarah Harris. So we hired for like 5 weeks to be a Solicitor General long enough to write that amicus brief because Bayer paid us off to do it, and then sent her back for that great shoe law for $1,500 an hour. And now she's going to go down there and she's going to argue the case for Bayer Monsanto. What message does that send to our Supreme Court?
Well, you know what that means already. That means that they're already preparing for a Monsanto Bayer victory. They're going to try to make this optics. And like I've told my audience hundreds of times, nobody gives a shit unless it's the optics.
Yep.
And if they fucking package this, it's going to be great for freedom to allow more pesticides in your food. Yeah, that's going to be great for freedom. And that's how they'll frame it. That's bringing back America because that's capitalism, baby. And we're going to make a lot of money. And the Dow will soar. Oh, it'll go up 1,200 points the day they allow it. And you know they will.
So she could write that amicus brief, and then they brought her back to their law firm, and she is now arguing on behalf of Bayer Monsanto. That is everybody. That is how tight that little revolving door in DC runs for all of the lawmakers. And we need to understand that our government is run by corporations. This is not even an American company. This is a German company.
Yes.
It's not American politicians that kill American workers and pay no price.
I know. So the thing is, like I said, I have no faith in this whatsoever. This is why lobbying needs to be made illegal. The basic just trying to curtail lobbying or to curtail corruption is not going to work. Lobbying is legalized corruption, and if you don't have term limits, exactly like what's going on now, you have nothing. It will be just a revolving door of corruption and allowance. Just like with the SAVE Act, I don't know what your position is on the SAVE Act, but you saw 4 Republicans turn on their own bill just because they're bought and sold by lobbyists. And it's like Mitch McConnell, Susan Collins, Murkowski, and Thom Tillis. And they've all got long lists of the same lobbyists. Just like here in the state of Indiana, where Eli Lilly's lobbyists run the entire government. And so you basically have nothing but lobbyists running your entire government, stem to stern. And if you have somebody that's independent, I just saw that right now. So President Trump and First Lady expected. Hold on a second. We have, let me look up latest. Hold on. I've got my feed coming up here. We've got President Trump and Melania at the White House dinner. Did you see anything that happened? Security. Shots fired at the press dinner. Yeah, there's a bunch of, so shots fired at the White House press dinner. You've got armed men on the stage right now. So I'm not exactly sure what happened. I'm going to have to look into that. You've got 4 guys on stage with AR-15s.
Great.
Yeah, so...
I'm supposed to be there tonight. I went to the first 3 events this week.
Jesus Christ.
And I bailed because I'm doing stuff. I was supposed to be there tonight.
I mean, who the...
The Stannis event, I went to the TNN event, and I went to the Notice event already this week.
I mean, who the fuck shoots at the goddamn White House Correspondents' Center? I mean, I hate to say it.
Probably a population that just can't take it anymore.
Well. Oh, okay, so there was a big commotion. Trump's sitting there, and they surround Trump. It looked like it was coming from far away. Trump or anybody of a political significance had not been hit or anything. I don't know what the hell happened, but everybody's rushing out. I don't know where the shots happened, if it was outside or if it was inside the event. This is the 3rd live... Good Lord.
Live on Monday and Tuesday about the No Glyphosate Immunity Act. I'm going to be covering everything, and we're going to be delivering hundreds of thousands of signatures to Bayer Monsanto's headquarters. But by the way, why would Bayer Monsanto need a headquarter office in D.C. unless they were just moving in Iowa?
Yeah, exactly. By the way,
German company have their headquarters in D.C.
because they're trying to expand and take control. By the way, I'm going to need your help with a change.org. Change.org reached out to me, and they want me to do a deflock petition, so I'll tell you about that later. Yeah, big time. Mm-hmm. Nope, exactly.
By the way, have you seen what 54 Republicans joined in passing on the 2027 Forward automobiles?
No, not yet. It's not where they're watching you, is it?
States 2027 and after, there's now going to be an AI that tracks your movements, and if the AI determines you don't look sober enough, it's turning off.
Yes. Yeah, that's okay. I have a friend on here. His name's BG John. He comes in all the time. He used to write the technical manuals for cars. He told me last year that they were going to start doing that, but it was all up in the air at that time. Oh. Yeah, you're good. You're good. See you later. Bye. Follow Tiffany. All right, so that's wonderful. By the way, there's so we've got, and this is breaking news right now, shots fired at the White House Correspondents' Dinner. I'm trying to get, says the moment news came out about the White House Correspondents' Dinner with a lot of high officials, I don't know where the shots have come from. It says shots just hit the fan at the White House Correspondents' Dinner. Not sure what's up, but they pulled the president off stage. Once again, gunshots fired at the White House Correspondents' Dinner. This is the 3rd live stream I've been on where they've tried to kill Trump. What the fuck? Every time I go live, what the fuck? Anyway, multiple shots appear to have been fired. Trump is safe. I still don't know the exact what's going on here. This is literally breaking news as Secret Service rushes Donald Trump. Loud sounds reported inside. Okay, so we got a little more. Hold on. Loud sounds reported inside the White House Correspondents' Dinner. Trump and Melania Trump removed by Secret Service. Agents visibly alarmed during the evacuation. Source not confirmed. Not sure if it's actually shots fired. Thank you, Meep. Source sound not confirmed. Evening still ongoing. Trump was set to deliver a speech. Then, of course, Tiffany was just on here a minute ago, and she was at these events. Or she was at the events just earlier, yesterday. Yeah, it's going to be, oh, Jesus. Yeah. Yeah, she should have been there, and she wasn't. And so now she's going to be on a fucking roller coaster or something. Oh my God, it's Final Destination. God, I hope that is terrible. Anyway, so yeah, President Trump has been evacuated from the White House. Everybody seems to be a fucking psycho, don't they? God damn. What the fuck is happening with everybody? Holy shit. Social media blocking and banning everybody. People coming after the president, fighting each other over politics. People's pets' heads are falling off. What the fuck? There is an enemy within, isn't there? Sorry, I'm still fucking sick, kind of. So I'm kind of getting over it. I've been sick for like 4 days, and I'm trying to get over it. But yeah, now some people are saying, quote, shots fired at the White House Correspondents' Dinner, but the source of the sound has not been discovered yet. So we'll see what happens with that. The president and his wife and everybody that's of prominence seems to be okay. No updates yet whatsoever, as this just happened literally 5 minutes ago. Apparently gunshots behind the stage. Let me guess. A dude dropped his gun, didn't he? It's going to be something stupid like that, isn't it? Guy was sitting there fucking... No, he was not hit at all. Everybody's fine. Let me guess, the guy was sitting there fumbling with his magazine and he fucking dropped it, didn't he? I can see that. I can see that. Erica Kirk, of course, is at the White House Correspondents' Dinner being creepy as always. Obviously, so that is definitely an odd thing. I did not expect to see that at the White House Correspondents' Dinner. So, pray everybody's okay. I know you liberals want everybody to die no matter what it is. I just saw a live stream earlier, a liberal that was on here basically threatening people with death. No, absolutely, White Rabbit. Follow White Rabbit, by the way. What is this? Within 5 minutes of starting dinner, guests were eating salad. The head table was evacuated. Man, these damn, what do they call that? Oh, this damn fog machine. And so we'll get back to you coming up here when that comes up. I'm not exactly sure what's going on. It says unconfirmed reports of an assassination attempt against Trump. Reports say that the shooter is dead. So we will... Hey, what's up, Legacy? Yeah, Legacy's a king. He knows what time it is. So we will update you with that. We're not sure. That's an unconfirmed report. We did hear shots fired. I'm hearing only one or two things saying that the shooter's down. We'll figure it out here. We have Twitter now lighting up with, yes, there was a shots fired or some type of loud noise. What's up, Patty? How you doing? Okay, we are getting 3 or 4 more people. White House Correspondents' Dinner, shooter is dead. Someone tried to shoot a bunch of people at the Correspondents' Dinner. How the fuck does someone get a gun into a room with the most influential government? Well, haven't you ever seen that movie? Oh, what is it? It's got Clint Eastwood in it. Exactly, White Rabbit. And they make the one out of plastic, and the guy fucking dresses up, and he gets thrown off of an elevator. You know what I'm talking about? Oh, it was a movie from the 90s, and the guy used to be a Secret Service agent. Not that one. That one's okay. It was with Clint Eastwood. In the Line of Fire. Thank you. I've seen that a bunch of times, and yeah, it's kind of like that. Yeah, that was a good one. That was an old one. Tell you what, I never had a dad, so Clint Eastwood taught me a lot about women. What? Thank you, Una. Yeah, he had that camera gun, or the plastic, that composite shit, yeah. The flag is the Green Mountain Boys. So that is humongous breaking news. Okay, so here we go. Secret Service kills an unknown individual who discharged shots in the lobby area of the Correspondents' Dinner. Chaos, heavy security presence, administration with away detail. Still coming status of Trump unknown. Obviously, I saw the video. Trump is not injured in any way. They picked him up. Whoa, hold on. Hold on. That may not be the case. Hold up. Trump's sitting there. Yeah, there's no way he was hit. There's no way Donald... Yeah, something's not right, Marine. Trump was not hit in any way. They started moving him, and then Trump appears to go to the ground, but that's the Secret Service making Trump keep his head down. Because when there's fire coming in, you keep low as humanly fucking possible. Because the higher, the more you're standing up, the more of a target you are. And so it looks like the Secret Service ushered him out of the Correspondents' Dinner, and they made Trump get as low as possible. Yeah, this just happened 5 minutes ago. Thank you, Texas. So it's looking like Trump is okay. Trump and Melania evacuated. Bad guy is dead. And people are blaming the communist media. Yeah, Trump is okay, and so is Melania. I just wanted liberals to understand. Yeah, this is 5 minutes ago. Continuing to try to shoot Trump is not going to be good to try to get any, like that. Every time you do this, it makes your polling is enough to beat the Republicans in the midterms. It's like, you got to stop. I don't understand why, you're not going to do it. You're going to get blown away. I haven't heard it yet. I'm still waiting on actual footage of the area. I've seen the president being led away with Melania Trump. He was given a card. Hold on. A girl next to him goes like this. 5 Secret Service agents rush. Yeah, I've got some footage. And then it looks like, yeah, they surround the president, defending him with their bodies. And then they make the president leave. Yeah, everybody's okay except the shooter, it looks like. Damn. People are saying that bro got tired of living and fabricated an excuse to check out of the world early. Yeah, I can see that. I can definitely see that right there. But this is the 3rd assassination attempt or potential against Donald Trump, and this should show you right now my efforts to attempt to make peace with liberals are obviously not going to happen. So I'm just going to end that part right there. I've tried for 3 years almost. That's the third of what we know exactly. So I've tried to make liberals make peace with them for the last 3 years. You don't want it. You want war. You want to fight. You don't want peace. You are going to, I don't even know how to say it. There's no logic. There's no talking to you. Anybody who says, oh man, I hope Trump isn't hurt, you're going to go after them too. Well, you need to believe that Trump, and it's like, no, I don't need, it's like arguing with children at this point. Because you don't go kill people, you fucking weirdos. You don't go fucking kill people. Stop doing that. Oh, I try to be zesty, my friend. But you got to stop trying to kill people. Like, I figured that... Sorry, the green is very good. Trump's coming back, too. He's pulling a Ronald Reagan. The footage is on X. And just look up Correspondents' Dinner, and then click Latest. It was also on C-SPAN, and I think CNBC, but don't quote me, or whatever they call themselves now. It was also on Fox News on YouTube. You know how they have the 24-hour Fox News on YouTube? So this is, I got to tell you, I did not expect that. I figured that people would stop trying to kill other people because of their politics. I don't understand how people believe that you act like, first of all, everybody, 6 shots. First of all, what's up, John? The president doesn't have, what's up, John? The president doesn't have the power. Can't believe you, what? Delete you? I haven't deleted you for anything. You're here. Here you go, honey. What are you talking about? I haven't deleted you on anything. You're right here. If I deleted you, you wouldn't be able to be here. Anyway, so yeah, so I don't know what you're talking about. Just a little bit of green. If it's the AI doing it, I can't help that shit. So if it's like comments, the AI is out of control, okay? So like, I'll get a video with like 5 comments, and then you click it and it says 72 folded comments. And it'll say like, happy birthday, and it shows up as offense. So I don't really know what, I have all my comment filters off. Oh, you know, my friend. And so I have no idea. So it's getting worse here, not better. So I thought it was going to get better after they sold the thing to Oracle or whatever. Unfortunately, hell yeah, my friend, I guess. Thank you, hey now. I guess we're not doing that. Thank you, Cecil. So I don't know what to tell you. Anyway, but if you could DM me, I could figure out who you are. And then Amy, on another note, Amy Eskri. I don't know who that is. But yeah, so I hate to be discombobulated. I haven't really slept very well in the last couple of days. There was a shooting at the White House Correspondents' Dinner. People are telling me 6 shots were fired. Trump was whisked off the stage with Melania. Nobody was harmed. People are very shocked. Like I said, Tiffany was on here earlier, and she said she was going to be there. She was in D.C. and had me on for, I had her on for what, 5 minutes or something? You saw she got 150 coins, by the way, which was 5 times more than what I got. Anyway, and now we have shots fired. We have people calling it back in.
Secret Service is in custody, has the person in custody. Everything's okay. One shooter.
Okay, they're now saying that everything's okay. One shooter, he's down. That comes from security inside the White House Correspondents' Dinner. There's a video of him saying it. Trump, I believe, will be returning. Mike Johnson, what? Has been, no, they have not. There was an attempted assassination. Thank you, B. Vince, at the White House Correspondents' Dinner. So yeah, let me, I don't have video footage of it yet. I'm not watching it live right now. I'd like to see, yeah, I saw them evacuate. Oh my God, there's the footage of the fucking Teotihuacan shooting, Jesus. And they just keep playing the same shit over and over again because that's what it is. Okay, well, hopefully Trump will be back on. It'll be like Ronald Reagan that time the balloons popped and he was like, huh, missed me. Or missed me, remember that? So I could see Trump doing something like that. We do have images showing a National Guard. Is that what that is? Something like that standing in front of the... Yeah. Thank you, Oki. So there's... So the full reports right now that we're seeing are shots fired, at least 6 shots fired, reported at the White House Correspondents' Dinner, according to CNN. Shooter has been killed in the lobby area being guarded. Confirmed that the scene is safe. At the time, President Trump may be returning. We have Secret Service with their weapons drawn. I still don't see a body of the shooter, which that's kind of what I'm looking for. Well, there's the shots fired. All right, hold on. I got footage. Hang on. All right, so The footage is just chaos at the White House Correspondents' Dinner. Those last two shots were the shooter being taken out.
Thank you, Local Truth.
Thank you, Local Truth. What's up, America? How you doing? So, Trump is safe. That's the word on that. I don't know how you're feeling on that whole thing. Let me know in the comments. Thank you, Natalie. But Donald Trump was not hit. I don't believe anybody was hit. I'm not getting any word on casualties outside. Oh, from Ireland. What's up? There was a shooting at the White House Correspondents' Dinner. Shooter is dead. At least 6 shots fired. Unknown if anybody is injured. Secret Service. Oh, hold on. We're getting conflicting reports. The Noteworthy News Network is saying that Secret Service has the guy in custody, while other people say the guy has his brains blown out. Yeah, it was at the White House It was at the White House Correspondents' Dinner. The shooter killed Donald Trump, J.D. Vance, Secretary of State Rubio, and Defense Secretary Hegseth have been evacuated. Wolf Blitzer was using the restroom, so Wolf Blitzer of CNN was in the taking a piss. Good to know, Wolf. That's okay. I don't know why that has to be reported. And it looks like the event has been canceled. Thank you, Local Truth. What's up, J.R. Buckle? I follow J.R. Buckle. Sorry, I'm still getting over a sickness. They're saying that the Correspondents' Dinner has been canceled. Now we're getting word that the shooter is in custody. So I don't know if he's in custody or if he's dead. I'm not exactly sure what the situation is right now. That's a nice SIG that the Secret Service was using, though. Yeah, they had some nice weapons there. She's using a SIG 9mm or 40. I can't really get a good image of that. That looks like that hurt. Anyway, so that's what's happening right there at the Correspondents' Dinner. Didn't expect that all of a sudden. Yeah, that was the third assassination attempt against Donald Trump. Then we have rifles cocked, Secret Service running after Trump at the White House Correspondents' Dinner. That's from Russia Today, which is showing footage of armed men coming in. And, yeah, we got a lot going on with that. So, I'm not exactly sure. Was it a Democrat agitator? Was it a pro-IRGC Iranian fighter? It's really hard to say. The images coming up show Mike Johnson being whisked away, Donald Trump, J.D. Vance, everybody being whisked away, senators and congressmen hiding behind men with weapons like wieners, as always, because they should be armed themselves. And President Trump will be returning to the stage.
The President of the United States, Kevin, will return.
This man will not be deterred, according to Nick Sorter on X, which I know that's a one-sided thing, but you know what I'm talking about. So we'll get on there momentarily. Typically, thank you, mister, these events generally have an increase of polling for the person that was potentially almost shot there. Now, Democrats and Republicans are far away from each other when it comes to polling, with Democrats poised to win the midterm elections coming up here in November. So a lot of people say that that's not the case. I actually am seeing 100% that the Democrats more than likely will be winning. To get started, click the button and select the stream. YouTube Live Control Panel. What the fuck? Anyway. So anyway, yeah, that's what we're doing here. Yeah, the last time Trump was president, too, there was a lot of chaos. So we'll get back to that particular event coming up here because, Jesus, I didn't expect that once again to just happen all of a sudden out of nowhere. Whatever, right? I guess that's where we're at. So, the London Daily Mail Initial last story was that Trump arrived at the White House Correspondents' Dinner. I'm restoring it, and chaos as Secret Service rushed Trump out of the White House as gunman opens fire. Thank you, Danny. Hell yeah. And images are showing up on the London Daily Mail of National Guardsmen and other people. Joy Reid slams the Trump administration. Thank you, Jay. Yeah. Follow J. Arbuckle. Over absolutely insane indictment of anti-racist Southern Poverty Law Center, because no matter what, Trump is never right, and they could never do a thing like that. The Southern Poverty Law Center is garbage. I don't understand why you keep defending the ADL and the Southern Poverty Law Center. They get a lot of shit wrong. I don't want a group of people telling government, thank you, Danny. I don't want a group of people telling the government or others, like anybody else, these people, we're telling you these are dangerous hate groups. What if you just don't like what they're saying? Well, we're telling you, so you do what we say. I don't enjoy nonprofits meddling in certain things. So do you guys know, it's called, hold on, I was in grad school for nonprofit management. Thank you, Ghostin. And there's a certain type of nonprofit that comes from a company of profit. It's called, do you remember the name of it? Social entrepreneurship. So it's a term in nonprofit making called social entrepreneurship. And what it is it's like companies like Walmart, thank you, Texas, will have its own arm of a nonprofit. And it's not a 501c3. See, that's the regular nonprofit. That's not a club or something, or a religious organization. This, it's like a 501c, I'd have to look it up. It's been years since I was in grad school. But it allows a for-profit company to create a non-profit wing under the guise that their profit making does not interfere with the nonprofit unless they fund it for a nonprofit purpose. However, that's never what happens. The social entrepreneurship often gets muddled because, as you know, under a 501c3, you have to have accounting and accountability for all the money that's come in and where it's going out. Obviously, you're still paying people salaries. This other one gets kind of muddied. And a lot of these organizations, like the Southern Poverty Law Center, the ADL, there's 6 or 7 other ones I'm trying to think of, they have links to corporate entities. And that's why I don't care for them. Who's got to get messing with you? Well, there's a person that I'm friends with on here named the White Rabbit. Thank you, Danny. And because I refuse to stop talking to him, I have people coming after me now. So they base it as a White Rabbit is fighting with these other people. So I'm, as a 44-year-old man, I'm supposed to choose sides. And I'm like, that is, like, who the fuck does that? This is the Green Mountain Boys, a rebellion flag against the British in Vermont back in the Revolutionary War. And it's like, look, first of all, you don't, as strangers, you don't tell me who I can and can't talk to. Who the fuck do you think you are? You don't tell me who I'm allowed to talk to. So if you say, well, if you still talk to this person, you're against me. These people doing this are 40 years old. Grow the fuck up. Men don't act like that. Bitch-ass marks act like that. Men don't act like that. A man would say, oh, I'm not friends with this person. You need to stop talking to them. Are you a 12-year-old girl or something? Who the fuck requests a stranger stop talking to another acquaintance because you don't care for them? I'm allowed to talk to both of you or block both of you. Fuck you. Who the fuck do you think you are? That right there is basically somebody telling, yeah, That right there is basically, thank you, Texas, somebody telling me, do as I command or I'll attack you. And that's what they were doing, because I was not blocking White Rabbit, then I was being attacked by these people, even talking shit about me on live. And it's like, dude, I don't fucking know you or your bitch ass people harassing me. So why are you bringing my fucking name into your fucking mouth when all as I ever did was bring you in and be nice to you? So I never talked shit about these assholes. Not until you started your fucking bullshit. And I'm still not talking shit about you assholes. What's up, Madeline? Madeline. I'm still not talking shit because I'm not mentioning you. But get the fuck away from me and my family. So I know you're here. I know you're listening. Leave me alone. I don't have to do what you tell me just because you're shit-faced. So you say, well, it's about loyalty. Bitch, this is social media. There is no fucking loyalty in social media. There's also no glass ceiling in social media. There's no clout chasing. That's all this is clout chasing. That's all social media ever was. If you're not fucking, well, oh, I'm on social media, but I don't care how many followers I have, then why are you making content? Of course you did. Yeah, they tried to take out Trump. I'm going to give it 5 minutes and check the news because I want to see the body. No, and I'm sitting there like, look, everybody on social media has a right to say what the fuck they want to say. If I'm friends with somebody you don't like, you don't get to tell a stranger, right? You don't get to tell, I don't have a bottle. This is matcha powder. I don't drink, fuckface. You don't get to tell another stranger what to do. So like, you know what? I'm friends with this person, but we're fighting, so you have to stop talking to him. Fuck you. Who the fuck do you think you are? You think you can sit here and come in and just direct people to do what you want? If it was on the other, if the shoe was on the other foot, you would start talking shit. So don't come in here trying to fucking tell me what to do or what I have to do or who I get to be friends with or who I get. You don't own me. And that mentality, well, we're fighting, so you have to block them. That's why I blocked you. That because you became deranged. If you're sitting there being, well, I made 6 accounts and I'm harassing you and you need to be on my side. I'm not on your side. I'm not on anybody's side. But I'm not on your side. You know why I'm not on your side? Because you're acting like a fucking 11-year-old girl. 44-year-old men don't act like 11-year-old girls. 44-year-old men do things like change laws, do things to help people, try to make the next generation have skill and grow, not pay attention to that. Talk the news, hang out with your wife, raise children. I don't have time for a pissing match with a bunch of drunks. I got to get my kid to school. I have work I have to do. I do social media on the side. This isn't my full-time job. I actually work for a living. I have a full-time fucking job on top of this. Fucking duh. I'm just lucky enough that I can come home a couple of minutes here and there, a half hour here and there, and fucking go and then leave. That's all I got to do. But no, I'm not going to choose sides, and I'm not going, I think he is, Jana. I'm not going to choose sides, and I'm not going to fucking allow you to attack people. Yeah, I talked about the dinner. I'm waiting 5 minutes so I can get new news. That's the only reason I'm talking at this again. Yeah, this is the 3rd time. All right, so let's check out the dinner and see what's happening here. Look, grown men have to grow up, all right? This is why women don't want to fuck you anymore. You know why women don't want to fuck you now? Because of that attitude right there. I've been married for years. I've been with my wife for 18 and a half years. All right, but when you get men acting like that, so a man's fighting with a man, you need to block him. He's just, that's instant dry. All right, girls don't want to fuck that. You know what I'm saying? My dog died 2 years ago. I haven't wanted to get another one. That's been sad, man. The dog died, like, she had a collapsing trachea. Okay, so this is the weirdest thing. Yeah, I'm doing both right now. I'm seeing which one is a little bit better. So here's the thing. Not too long ago, Erica Kirk was talking about... Oh, hell yeah, Jana, damn right. So Erica, poor shots. I know, Gino, it pissed me off, the poor thing. So a couple of weeks ago, however long it was ago, Erica Kirk said she didn't go, the public was saying that she didn't go to an event because of security concerns. So now she's here at the White House Correspondents' Dinner, which, by the way, Donald Trump did not attend because he was pissed off at him. They tried 6 shots fired. And so you already have liberals starting their shit, starting to gloat. Oh, they missed. Oh, you already have liberals with their sick shit already on Twitter. Fox confirms that Trump will return to the podium. Well, if he returns to the podium, let's see what he says, shall we? If Trump returns to the podium, I'll try to put this on here. It's just, I did not expect this, okay? I did not expect this. Nobody ever does. Stop trying to kill people, you deranged fuck faces. This is why I'm not happy with politics now, and this is why I carry a fucking gun everywhere I go. Loaded at all times, ready to go. Because I already know it's cowardice horseshit. Alright, hold on. We got Secret Service out. This is 21 minutes ago.
Wait for the time. Wait for the time. All right.
I don't know if he's been loaded into the van yet. With the SUV, I'm sorry.
We are evacuating. It's not someone coming in.
Got about 30. It's not, yeah, I'm not 100% sure. Because there's so much going on with this. Like, we hear CNN says the shooter is down. I do know from the videos I've seen, Trump has been shuffled away by Secret Service. They leaped into action. Like, I should show you this. He was not hit. Nobody was hit that I'm aware of. So that's not confirmed either. Should I show you? Like, what's going on here? Because you're getting, like, little bits of, like, video footage. It's like fucking Iran and shit. What's up, Built in America? So real quick, hold on. Let me, why is your live listed as Tiffany Cianci? She was on here a minute ago. Hold on, let me flip the camera real quick and show you. Because I want to show you what's going on. Hey, welcome to my bedroom. Okay, so I got my thing on a box here to try to get rid of the moire effect. This is the White House Correspondents' Dinner. Sorry, it's not great quality. Alright, here you go, baby. Oh, I already zoomed in. Like, you can go behind right now. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, so this is Trump. So I'll get better images of this for everybody coming up here. I'm sorry. Tiffany Cianci was on here. She's the creator of the TikTok Town Hall, by the way. So she's been on like fucking the New York Times and shit. The government, what's up, White Rabbit? The government fucked with Tiffany Cianci really bad. Private equity, she's like an anti-private equity fighter. Most likely because they kept suing her for nothing. What's up, America? Went live for 5 minutes, correspondent. I was getting mass, of course. So this is what we have going on here. Like I'll tell you what, you have Erica Kirk on there. I don't know what to make of Erica Kirk, ladies and gentlemen. Like, I'd like to know what you think about that. Here's another angle of the... So here's Trump. blah, blah. No, no, no. I want to go back. God damn it, Twitter. Whatever the fuck website you are, I hate you. I heard it. I heard it. Did you hear it? All right, listen. You can hear it. Listen. Hear it? Huh? Yeah, I know. Here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we got 6 shots. Hear the tables flip, the dishes flipping and shit. So this is what we have going on right here. Let's do. All right, and then we also have. And then we've got resuming with the White House. So the White House Correspondents' Dinner is resuming right now. I don't know if Luigi's dead or not. CNN says yes. Is there? We have some big names showing up. I'm not a big fan of Erica Kirk, not gonna lie. That's creepy. You think she's pretty creepy, don't you think? My heart's on fire. Thank you for the rose. Elvira. Dun dun. Dun dun dun. Giddy up. Ooh mappa, mow mow. Giddy up. Ooh bappa, mow mow. Alright, so here's the presidential podium. She's clout chasing. That's right, the Oak Ridge boys. Elvira. Elvira, she had some big ass jugs, didn't she? Ha ha. The Halloween woman. Nothing? Nothing. She's just like ignoring the fuck out of me. Oh my god. But I also think Candace Owens is a pile. Like there's something real fucked up going on with the Republican Party. I don't know what it is. I'm turned off by it. I saw a little bit of CPAC. I do not want to go to CPAC. Thank you, John. John, I don't think I would go to CPAC if they fucking invited me. I think that, as of right now, I see the Republican Party as a dysfunctional, busted fucking third leg. Is what it is right now. We need a new fucking political party and we're not doing it because we all suck. Work for CPAC. I do know that they banned somebody that used to stalk her, that was scamming people. That was funny. But then I saw him ban Nick Fuentes too, and I'm like, look, I don't like giving my money to Israel as much as you do, but Nick Fuentes, you're a fucking kind of a douche, man. First of all, I'm not going to listen to a single guy in his mid-20s that's never fucked a girl. That's the first thing we're not... Yeah, I'm not exactly sure. That's why they're like... Nick Fuentes to me is...
Ladies and gentlemen, if we could have your...
No, neither party is good. But Nick Fuentes wants to be like a little fucking national socialist. I'm like, dude, that government is so antiquated. Stop doing that. Really? National socialism? What's up, Loco? Now, we had a shooting at the White House Correspondents' Dinner.
Dinner service will begin.
Because Nick Fuentes keeps going back to the narrative, like, certain people are, like, better than each other because of their race and shit. And it's like, dude, Nick, like, you suck, dude. You're like, I thought racism was, like, ironed out in the 90s. And then you got this fucking little douchebag coming around, like, oh, yeah, we gotta fucking stop the day. It's like, come on, bro, I can't. Even when you grow a fucking beard, you look like a woman to me. I don't get it, man. I saw him go to I saw Nick Fuentes go to CPAC. He looked like a child in adult's clothing. And it's like, oh, well, why don't I like Nick Fuentes? Because he's a fucking National Socialist. Even Jake Lang's not a fucking National Socialist. Jesus Christ. He's just a basic racist. But fucking Nick Fuentes is like, oh, I practically am the Fuhrer. I got one nut just like him. We're going to bring this shit back. I'm like, look, we don't want any of that. We don't want any Stalin. All right, we don't want any of that crap. We want to get out of... What's up, Luke? How you doing? We want to get out of all that, like World War II, pre-World War II, antiquated dipshittery, and kind of move on to a, an evolved government. But I mean, look at all these fucking tools. Look at all of them. They all believe the shit that they're shoveling. That's what it is. They all believe the shit that they're shoveling. Democrats or Republicans. And it's like, look, these people that are in the crowd right here, you remember what George Carlin said? It's a big club and you ain't in it. Even the people I know that go to these government things, even the people I know that do this shit, they're not even at the level of certain things because it's like you have to be welcomed in. You have to be hand-chosen. You can't just battering your, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, the food's getting cold. Wonder if there's any shrapnel in it.
We appreciate your patience.
That's a big event, though. That is a big event. Yeah, this is the same hall that the movie was because they tried to kill the guy at the Correspondents' Dinner in that movie I was talking about with what's his face? Yeah, I say throw them all out and just have a general election and start all over. Look at this dude right here. Look at this dude. Look at this fucking guy. Look at this shifty dude right here. This is the shiftiest dude in the room right there. All right, so we're waiting on the president to come out. There was a shooting at the White House Correspondents' Dinner. We're waiting for the president to come out. I don't know why. It's a big event like this. So Trump will probably have like a 3 or 4 point gain in the polls. That'll turd sandwich, of course. It's funnier. The douche is just squirting up there, but a turd sandwich is a turd sandwich. You know what I'm saying? That's a big old bite right there. And the women all look the same now, don't they? Except their hair color. Puffy lips, plastic, Ozempic face. Got that Oz face, that Ozempic face. What's up? What's up, ladies? How you doing? Oh, I'm doing great. Oh my God. Besides, not every man wants a twig. Of course, we did find out that was funny what your sister said about Wendy. I wonder if she rides a Harley. Yeah, I wonder if people that swing that way realize that they can get a. Remember that meme? People that swing that way, you can't get a nice haircut. That even can get a nice haircut.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's like, oh yeah. I know because she's a blah, blah, blah. She goes downtown. I mean, look, she's got like a huge wine collection. They're sitting there like on the couch together. What? Oh, Apple user. Oh, look at that. Oh, look, an Apple user. Does that block on mine too? Yeah, sorry there, Apple user. Hey, White Rabbit, we just blocked Apple user. Another one. Man, I thought I had blocked all the Apple users. Get away from me, Eddie. Jesus Christ almighty. Jeffrey Bezos. Come on, Jeffrey, you can do it. Yep, that right there. That's the, there's one guy that's stalking me. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, he was stalking me. He keeps making fake accounts. It's like, dude, it's not my fault that you're a scumbag. Stop scamming people. I knew a dude on this app that was trying to use a kid with cancer to make a meme coin to do a rug pull on people. You guys know what a rug pull is? Thank you, hometown. Like, I knew a guy on this app that was trying to use a little kid with cancer to make a fucking meme coin and do a rug pull on people. I was like, what the fuck? And they got so pissed off at me because I wouldn't join it. Everybody, you need to join this. You need to join it. I'm like, no, I am not joining that. First of all, any crypto that goes through fucking Telegram is a scam. You know what I'm saying? And scammo is that. I mean, that's like the first rule. Never go to Telegram or WhatsApp for any financial transactions. Thank you, Tara. Of any kind. Never go to Telegram or WhatsApp. I mean, you're just asking. Like, Telegram is like the Russian page. And WhatsApp, thank you, Yuna. WhatsApp is like every other third world nation scam page. It's like, I would never have a WhatsApp. I would only have, like, the only things I would ever have are like this platform, YouTube, X, and then if I was going to talk to anybody with secret stuff, I would talk to them on Signal. You could not fucking pay me to go on those apps. No, it's terrible. And then this dude tried to get a bunch of people to join it and get their social media. Like, I'm like, okay, so you're reaching out to a bunch of prominent conservatives. You're making a meme coin that's going through Telegram. You're trying to get all of them to promote your meme coin. And you want all of it, and you have a pre-order sale? Real meme coins, you don't need a pre-order. You just drop it and go. Pre-order, that's because they buy 80% of it. I mean, that's like the hallmark. I put that whole scenario into Grok. I put that scenario into Grok, and it was like, there are so many red flags, I cannot even begin to start. And it went on like a 30-minute diatribe with me about the scamming. And hold on, here. I'll get back to the news real quick while they're setting up. And I'm like, dude, like, I understand, look, everybody wants to make quick money, okay? I get it. Who doesn't want to make, 500 grand in an afternoon? Yeah, and he's going to frame you. That's exactly right. They take the money, they frame you just like they did what they were going to do with Hawk Tuck. Yeah, I know the whole fucking bullshit they're doing. And it's like, look, first of all, with the amount of work, think about how much effort and time is spent for people scamming. And then they can just make content. Yeah, all they have to do is make content and work on that. 3 to 5, maybe even 6 to 8 videos a day on TikTok. 1 live stream a day. Do it for 3 to 6 months. Don't be too asshole-ish, and the cream always rises. If you're talented, it'll rise. If you're not talented, nobody will follow you. That's the rule. If you have to tell people you're famous, you're not. If you don't put in the effort, nobody will follow you. You have to put in the effort because your face has to show up. That's what it is. And you'll notice, even on YT, I'm not exact. Yeah, and then the other fallacy on social media, I have to take this person out for me to grow because there's a limited amount of people that'll watch you. There are, on this platform alone, there are 1.5 billion people going on to 2 billion people. On YT, there are 2 billion people. You're not going to run out of people. Your entire niche could be farting on a snare drum, and you could find 500,000 people that are like, man, that is awesome. Did you see him drop that? Oh, man, he shit on there. My God, he's like the drummer from fucking, what's it called? Slipknot, where he does the drums, he's the upside down. Man, he's better than that. He's farting on a snare drum. Oh, my God. And it's like, this notion that you're not gonna grow unless you take somebody else out, that's the dumbest horse shit I've ever heard in my life. Ever. So thank you, Michelle. There is literally, how do I put this? Every single creator A Fugazi coin. Oh, dude. Every single creator on here, no matter what stupid shit you do, all of you could have 1 million followers. Every single one of you. It's called networking, where you have followers, and they have followers, and then you link together, but then your followers link with other followers, and then they grow to link with other followers.
Tell them to come to me.
And then somebody that's following you and this guy and your friends, but they're also following Harry and Dean. Well, they're following liberals. We have to get rid of them. No! What the fuck is wrong with you? Thank you, Michelle. You don't get rid of liberals. You embrace them in. You bring them in. You're like, we got to work on something. But no, we have to do it because Israel. It's Israel. $7,000 a post. Thank you, hey now. It's like, dude, nobody's getting $7,000 a post from Israel. Put down the fucking bottle. So, yeah, he's not paying me, so fuck you. Yeah, it's like first of all, barely anybody got any of that. So it's like this notion that there was, 50,000 content creators getting $7,000 plus. What the fuck? How stupid are people? My God. Yeah, if that's the case, I would have made 50 to 100 pro-Israel videos, cashed out, and bought a goddamn mansion in French Polynesia. What happened to South America? I'm drinking heavily, smoking green, and fucking my hot wife on a secluded beach with my Israeli money down in fucking Tahiti. That's what I'm doing. Because if that was the case, I sure as fuck wouldn't be talking to you people. But where'd South America go? Oh, I'm on a jet ski with my hot-ass wife. And we got both blunts. And there's no one around for 50 miles, so she's topless. And I have no clothes on because it's, hey. And that's what we're doing. And I got a coconut tree. The whole other situation. No, what we're going to do is we're going to fight and play in the toilet. And I've been telling people for years, you got to, get out, I don't know, what's going on? Oh, they're laughing now. They're laughing. So, that's right. So, there's a lot of people out here I've noticed that are drunks and on pills, too. So, let's see what the news is. We'll update that. We're waiting on Donald J. to talk. Huge police presence. Gunman opens fire at White House.
This is a room full of
Correspondence dinners. Trump and Melania rushed out. Guests dive under tables. Waiting for Trump to come back. We got Joy Reid. I already talked about her.
Law enforcement has requested that
bunnies are invading California. Bees and butterflies are dying. What's up, Wandering Man? We need to fix that. If anybody out there is wealthy,
wanted to emphasize,
please start buying colonies of bees and start making cocoon hatcheries for butterflies. Buy shitloads of them and make as many as you can. It's my belief that it's the pesticides killing all of them. But I digress.
So we'll be having a press briefing.
Yeah, we're waiting on what's going on here.
In 30 minutes.
13 people killed and injured down in Colombia. Major fires going on in South Georgia and northern Florida.
He insists that we will reschedule
and also
in the next 30 days.
Hold on. Major fires going on in Nebraska. Now, what's up, my friends? How many people do I have on YouTube? It won't tell me. Baby, are you awake? How many people do I have on YouTube, or does it say? Oh, I can't tell. No, thank you, Frazier. Oh, dude, I am, but I gotta get my shit together, man. I need to calm down and do the breathing techniques so I can yell again. You know what I'm saying? And it's I don't know how to describe it. I've got this weird thing where I 19, my body has to push all the air out. What's up, America? I have diaphragm seizures and I have like rapid blinking, like I've got epilepsy or something. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with me. It's been getting worse over the last couple of years. I've been, I think I probably have horrifying panic attacks. Thank you, Jenny. And that's another thing a lot of people don't like. I get very sick. Oh, it's definitely better quality. Thank you, my friend. I get very sick of fighting, just in general with people. There's something that happens to your body and your mentality. I'm sure they are. That when you're fighting constantly, you start to. You ever see like an old Looney Tunes, and the guy like walks into a dark closet, and there's a ghost that's like, "Whoa," and he's like, when he walks out and shit. That's kind of what I'm having right now. And so the constant fighting politically, the personal attacks, after years, it's just like Bugs Bunny. I'm just like, because I cannot fathom what the fuck happened to everybody. And I have been searching for an answer to the mentality of what happened to everybody, why they became deranged politically, why everybody's so fucking violent, how everybody, it's like, and there's no answer for it. I've thought maybe it's too many of these. I've thought maybe it's in the sky, the food, or maybe people in this country were always just like that. And it took somebody like Trump to bring these people, in order to like get like this. And I just want out. No matter what I believe, I'm wrong. Earlier, before I came on this live stream, I was in the toilet, and I was watching, and I saw this liberal doing a live stream. He had a military police officer in his stream, and when I went up into it, all as I heard was, "Shut up, fuck you, shut up," and the guy being like, "Because you only like Trump, and there's nothing you can say. You're wrong, you're wrong, you're wrong." So the liberal was saying, you're wrong, you don't know what an associative argument is. You're wrong, and then the military police officer, "Fuck you, you liberal, you're a fuck you." And I was like, none of you are even debating. One of you is just saying you're wrong because you don't know what a book definition of a certain type of argument you learned in Poli-Sci 101 is, and the other guy is just saying fuck you repeatedly. So what are we doing here? Because you, the liberal, you're not 100% right all the time. And you, the conservative, you're not 100% right all the time. Nobody's 100% right all the time. So for you liberals and you conservatives to sit out there on your streams, "Yes, I'm wrong, you're stupid, everything you say is wrong, la 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 la, la 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 la. Kevin Bacon wasn't in Footloose, la 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 la." It's like, Jesus fucking Christ, get a hold of yourselves. I mean, I'm sorry, I want to shake some of you fuck faces. You can be wrong politically. None of you fuckers are infallible. Jesus fucking Christ, get a hold of yourselves. Now get out there and cut me some fucking firewood. God damn it, Marine. What are we doing here? We don't handle that grab-astic shit in the fucking poor. You want to get out there, get you a fucking tampon and leave. And that's what it fucking is. Anyway, let's continue. Had to get the old core going. Let's get out there and cut me some fucking firewood. Anyway, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? How's everybody doing tonight? We had a shooting at the White House Correspondents' Dinner. Absolutely fascinating how that happened. Third assassination attempt. No, I'm not from Canada. I've been to Canada multiple times. Caroline Levitt calls on everyone to watch tonight because Caroline Levitt, before this happened, said everyone needs to watch tonight because there will surely be shots fired. Talking about, you're even giving me a look. She's even giving me a look. What? Yeah, so Caroline Levitt says, what? That's the Caroline Levitt says, everyone to watch tonight because there will be shots fired. Mom just texted with the Trump assassination tip. I'm like, yes. So I understand what she was saying. How do I put this? Political shots fired. But that's really like getting close. You know what I'm saying? That's really getting close there. So I need to check that story. Yeah, she was talking about rhetoric, of course. But it's like, which does art imitate life or does life imitate art? You guys tell me. It's like saying it's going to be a blast before the Ariana Grande concert in London. Oh my God. Okay, so we already know. Okay, so here's what we got now. Trump rushed off stage. Correspondents' dinner in chaos. Show will not go on. Show is canceled. Suspect in custody. So that fucker's not dead. Obviously, billions of dollars done to damage done to a military base because of Iran. We talked about that. And peace talks between Iran and the United States have been canceled. Trump claims that Iran offered a deal. This is definitely getting out of hand. And the ex-girlfriend of Prince reveals that he used to beat the shit out of her. Purple rain, purple rain. Purple eye, ooh. No. Little red, there's got to be something. Little red face from Punch. Sorry about that. Anyway, and I used to like Prince. USA spying on the Vatican. Man down from the law. Oh, very nice. We got some footage. Let's check that out as a family. That's fantastic. Let's see what we got here. Let me guess. Talking to President First Lady with notebook, wrote victory on it. Man, there's some deranged shit going on, man. Okay, so here we go.
Tonight will be classic Donald J. Trump. It'll be funny. It'll be entertaining. There will be some shots fired tonight in the room. So everyone should tune in.
Okay. Can you guys all hear this? So I know it's rhetoric, but just listen.
Rumble, is he not?
He is ready to rumble. I will tell you, this speech tonight will be classic Donald J. Trump. It'll be funny. It'll be entertaining. There will be some shots fired tonight in the room. So everyone should tune in. It's going to be really great. I'm looking forward to hearing it.
I love it all. And you wrote most of it, you said.
I can't take credit. In true Donald Trump fashion, the man puts his pen to the paper himself. So it's a lot.
Man, she is dick riding, isn't she? God damn. Anywho, wow. Yeah, you can't make that shit up. I know it was rhetoric. I'm not a conspiracy theorist. I believe that fucking space is real. But holy wow. That is, oh wow. That is some shit right there. I did not see that one coming. Yeah. Now mom is texting me over and over and over. Man, they really shove him to the floor, don't they? Yeah, Mr. President, bar. Oh, there's the shooter. We got an image of the shooter. He is a white boy. There you go. They put one of those aluminum foil, like hot cocoa and trauma blankets around him. So he's got his shirt off, trauma blanket around him with his hands behind his back. Yeah, it's terrible, Doc Talk. And he's got a man bun, it looks like. Oh, he's one of those. We got a man bun in the room. Uh-oh. Yeah, okay, I could have... Hold on, let's see. Hold on a second. Let me go back. Hold on. I'm sorry to keep doing this back and forth. Hold on, let me get to it. Un momento, por favor. Because I just got it, and then I X'd it out. You're like, let's see it. Hold on. O-T-E-R. I got it. Un momento, por favor. Hold on, Madeline. I got this. Let me go by latest. Because I got my content filled. Oh, hold on. Oh, wait. We have a video, too. Oh, mercy, my. All right, here we go. Is he a little white boy? Is that what it is? I bet he is. Yep, it's always something. Hold on a second. Un momento, por favor. We should say a Hebrew prayer after this is all over with. B'Shem Adonai, Memini Michael, Amisamoli Gabriel, Melifanai Uriel, Ume Akorai Raphael, Va'al Roshi Shachinak El. So there's your guy right there. There's your man. There he is. Yep, white boy. No, man. Is that not a man bun? Okay. So I'm glad we got the video and not just the still image. Because the still image had it. That's not casting spells. That's drawing in the... Yeah, he's still like... That's bringing in the archangels of God. It's B'Shem Adonai, Memini Michael, Amisamoli Gabriel, Amilifanai, Uriel Ome Akorai Raphael, Va'al Roshi Shachinat El. Shachinat or Shachinak? I can't remember. Anyway, but yeah, so I guess we're not getting a man bun vibe here. This is on X. This is video that was just put up on X. So, I was wrong. No man bun happening. But you see what I'm talking about. That was a planter. Yeah, no man bun going on here. Here, we'll get a nice image. You see what I'm talking about? Like, I thought that was like the scrunchy part right there. But it turns out that was not. So, yeah, I would assume he's probably on SSRIs too. Most of them are. Most of in my opinion, most of these people that do this shit are on. Yeah, you're right. He is white. I can't tell. That's the thing. He's either white or he's Arab. So get him out of the way, and his head turns, and we'll stop it here as a family. All right, so they probably took all his clothes off, making sure he didn't have explosives on him. So what do you think? Nutcase or Sharia law? What do you think? Nutcase or Sharia law? Because I don't know, man. I'm going to say nutcase. I can't get a full view of his face. I'm sorry. He looks like he's got... You know what I'm talking about? Like a guy... Like, he's got a very American haircut. Thank you for the gifts. If you ever know, like, people from overseas that come here and they get haircuts, but you can tell a difference between an American, like they don't have fades in Europe. You know what I'm saying? Thank you, White Rabbit. And thank you, Symbols. Like, you don't see a lot of bald fades out in fucking, Japan and shit. You don't see a lot of fucking... It's like certain types of shoes, certain types of clothes. A lot of people, you don't look at anybody's shoes. You can tell people, like, if you see a guy in America walking around with a Vodafone jersey, there's only two answers. He's either not from here or somebody from America lived over there. If you see somebody with a Telstra jersey, see somebody with a Manchester United or a fucking Chelsea, yeah, if you see somebody wearing... non-American shoes, Italian shoes. Like, no American's gonna walk around with Italian fucking loafers. My grandfather who was stationed in Venice in World War II, he used to wear Italian loafers. And that's because he dated an Italian woman before he met my grandmother. And all this shit was going on. He spoke Italian and all this shit. He was cultured. He didn't come back. And that was back in the day. Now everybody's like, what do you think of Americans? When you go overseas, what do you think people look for when they say, oh, this person's American? First of all, if you're ever overseas and you don't want to be known as an American, don't wear a ball cap. So if you have I have a New York Yankees hat on, you're a fucking American. Don't wear khaki shorts. Flip-flops with socks. Don't tuck your polo in. If you're going to go in the city, you dress nicer. If you're going to go into a church, you dress up. Well, it was that way until all the people you blend in, that's right. In any place I've ever been, like when I was in Australia, I was there during the Bush administration. So they didn't care for Americans because of Bush, so I would just tell them I was Canadian. So I could get away with that. When we were in Jamaica, they wouldn't stop hassling us to sell shit to us. So I started speaking fake broken Russian in order to pretend I didn't speak English, because they speak English in Jamaica. So somebody would be like, hey, you want to buy a reggae CD? You want to buy a reggae CD? What's up, hey now? And I'd be like, dos vidania, kamaz kapliakesh, bliart suka. And they're like, man, this motherfucker doesn't even speak English. And I could hear him talking shit, and I'm like, yeah, I'm just making shit up. I'm saying random Russian words. And so I'd say like, bliart suka, which is fuck bitch, or bitch fuck. And they would have no idea. And I'm like, they'll just leave you alone. They would just leave you alone. So, yeah, Trump he made it. He's not dead, thank God, because you have to understand, if you assassinate Trump, there's going to be mass arrests of liberals. And then that'll start a civil war, I'm sure, but you do not want any of that shit to happen, okay? Because I'm telling you, there will be mass arrests. This is the Green Mountain Boys flag. That's the shooting on top of the pyramid. Teotihuacan, when all those people ran away. According to authorities, that's Austin mass shooter. Remember when 13 people were killed by a Muslim? Thank you, White Rabbit, are attacked in Austin. Yeah, here's the videos of the girls sitting there doing CPR on people that were shot in the head. So let's revert back. There's a girl doing CPR on her boyfriend.
He drove by, was firing.
That person's dead. There's another girl that she was shot in the head and stomach. I gotta tell you, the violence, what the fuck is wrong with that? I can't do it. I don't want to do politics until some of you people stop being fucking deranged. The amount of violence that's going on here, the amount of hatred. I hate you and I'm allowed to hurt you because Trump. It's like, God fucking damn. Please, for God's sakes, stop trying to normalize that shit. I blame the media for the most part. Damn right. I blame the media for the most part. I blame certain politicians for telling you it's a righteous fight to kill MAGA. And it's like, it's not. You need to be in fucking jail. You're a piece of shit. And I'm telling you right now, if you assassinate people, they're going to start mass arresting people because of their politics. So if Trump is assassinated by you people, they're going to start mass arresting Antifa. They'll figure it out. They'll do something. And they'll arrest him by the bushel. Because everybody's gone overboard. Nobody can pull it in. And the fucked up thing is, like I've said, I've seen so many liberal and conservative live streams on here. The liberals don't want to pull it in. They want to fight to the death. I mean, they're fucking nasty as fuck lately. Nasty as fuck. I've sat there and listened to the liberal live streams. The hosts are nasty. They don't want to debate. They want to bring MAGA on and then talk shit to them. So anybody that still supports Trump, hey, okay, you come on the live stream. Why do you support Trump? They say their reason, and then they get nasty and degrade them. And I'm like, Jesus Christ, man. You're baiting people to mock them for views. I guess that's what we're doing here. I don't know. Somewhere along the lines, we lost our fucking narrative. Somewhere along the lines, we lost our narrative here. Moderate, liberal, yeah. And you see, that's the thing, Mabel Cat. The actual liberals and the actual conservatives hate this bullshit. So the actual liberals, like the Bill Maher liberals, are like, you're all deranged. And the regular conservatives are like, you're all deranged. And the big fighters, it's the Jews! No, it's Trump! Let's do it! And they want to pull everybody into it. And it's like, I have the exact opposite reaction. You want to pull me into a war? I'm going to run away and leave you fuckers to fight to the death. And I'm going to sit here. A long time ago, during the Civil War and during the Revolutionary War, there'd be a big battle going on, and people would come out from the town, and they would sit out on blankets and eat and picnic and watch the battle from afar. So there'd be like the British and the British and the Americans, or the North versus the South. Whole families would come out, and they, with their parasols, eating picnics, watching the stupid people shoot each other. Well, they sat there, oh, I'll tell you, Cheryl, this is a great sandwich, ha-ha, and not giving a fuck. Right? And what did we gain? Invented the cooling can. Oh, nice, not bad. What did we gain? What did we gain from a civil war? 650,000 dead? Well, the Confederacy's gone. Well, just like what? I don't know, man. It didn't really. It was just a waste. I would have rather had the 650,000 people alive, frankly speaking. I bet the genetics that we're all in right now would probably be better, wouldn't it? Because God knows how many precursors to doctors and shit were shot then. God only knows, because of honor and king and country, right? King and country. Just like Napoleon at the Battle of Austerlitz, when they got the guys on the ice, and then the cannons shot in there and killed everybody. What was the fucking point? You died for honor. Oh yeah, there you go, honor. Yeah, don't fucking talk to me about honor. Honor is only doing something if the cause is noteworthy. Exactly. Hey now. Anyway, so yes, suspect in custody. Well, we're getting some, because I just showed you that guy in custody. Breitbart says he's dead. CNN said he was dead. Then he was in custody. I don't know exactly what's going on here with this. What would you do to protect your home, your wife, your children? Well, that's why I have a gun. That's why I have weapons. You ever see The Patriot, and the guy didn't go to war until they came after his family? I don't go to war until you come after my family. Why? Why would I support anybody? Well, you need to die for liberalism or Trump. I don't really like anybody, so. You know what was a good movie? Was The Free State of Jones. A lot of people overlooked that movie. So also in news, this happened recently. New York City, a 14-year-old boy asked a 15-year-old girl out. She said no, so the boy body slammed. Hey, what's up, Crumbled? The boy body slammed the girl and then stomped on her head. So I've been seeing just over the last, thank you, Gen X. I've been seeing over the last couple of weeks men beating the shit out of women recently. A lot. I saw a conservative at an ICE rally that was pushed by a guy and got beat up by her. This guy beat up a girl. I've seen a lot of people beating up girls, and it's always men beating up women now. Why is that? Yeah, I'm not sure if the suspect's dead or if he's in custody yet. Fox News says he's dead. Other sources are saying he's in custody. We're kind of on the fence here. Thank you, Crumbled. Hell yeah. That was a capybara. Grocery chain ditching over 40 ingredients because of Maha. That's wonderful. I love it. This is one of the best stories I've read in a long time. Multi-millionaire elephant and animal killer out in Africa was stomped to death by 5 elephants. Good job, elephants. So this guy was a millionaire big game hunter. He would pay up to $100,000 to go to Africa, and he shot lions and elephants and antelopes. Well, apparently these elephants remembered him. What's up, Lisa? And 5 elephants snuck around unseen and then pounced on him without him seeing him and smashed him to death. And I was like, oh, that's such a shame. The elephants got that shit on their foot. What a shame. The elephants are going to have to clean their foot off because they have some shit on it. It was a hunter, and he had murdered elephants before. So these elephants took revenge, and 5 elephants stomped him to death. And every single comment on the video I made, oh, this was such a heartwarming story. Oh, the elephants, they're going to have to clean that shit off their foot. Oh, the elephants, I'm with them. And not one person had any sympathy for that pile of shit that killed. African elephants trample skilled California hunter to death as he perused elusive antelope. So a wealthy big game hunter from California, his whole house was adorned with the heads of rare animals, was ambushed and trampled to death by 5 elephants as he hunted small forest antelope. I'm assuming the elephant made himself look like he was a target, and then another one attacked him, kind of like the velociraptors did over in the movie Jurassic Park. You know, clever girl, and he gets fucking killed. California vineyard owner Ernie Docio, age 75, who had a trophy room filled with exotic animal heads, was caught off guard with his guide when the herd emerged from the underbrush where they had concealed themselves and charged the hunting party. This is fantastic. Elephants are fighting back, and I love it. People need to, oh, dude, I love it. I was waiting. There are guys out there that protect like rhinos with guns and shit. I would be all for that. The fatal encounter took place in Lope Oconda rainforest and involved 5 female elephants with their baby. The professional hunter was guiding Docio in a thick forest of Gabon for $40,000. He paid $40,000 to murder an elephant in search for the elusive yellow-backed doikier. So, we're out with something there, exactly. So we're out here, we're hunting the antelope, and I'm looking around, and I can't, oh, there's my target. Oh, I'm going to get him right there. And that's the end of that. Fuck you. Over the decade, Docio reportedly killed elephants, leopards, rare, now extinct rhinos, buffalo, and lions across Africa. Thank you, Crumbled. And back home in the United States, he hunted almost every species imaginable. The retired game hunter in Cape Town, who knew the Californian, told the news outlet Ernie had been hunting since he could hold a rifle. He added, although many disagree with big game hunting, all his hunts were strictly licensed. I don't give a fuck if you license it, you pile of shit. You're paying $40,000 to hunt elephants that are near extinction. You're fucking garbage. If you're paying money to hunt almost extinct animals, you are fucking garbage. You are fucking my shit wipe as a person. I understand hunting animals if they'll, starve because there's too many of them. But you're hunting an elephant. You're a shit wipe. You're used fucking astraxanthin, red diarrhea colored shit. Thank you, White Rabbit, and hey now. The professional guide was seriously injured. The elephants were so well hidden, they appeared from nowhere. Follow White Rabbit. So elephants are, Hannibal used to use elephants during the attacks on the Roman Empire. That is just, I love it. I love it. Absolutely. Good job, elephants. No, this is the Green Mountain Boys flag. I almost put up a Russian Imperial flag earlier. Maybe I'll do that tomorrow, like the yellow Russian Imperial, the Tsarist flag. Not the regular Russian one that we see now, the yellow one. Ilhan Omar has until, I think, May 5th to disclose information about her finances and her involvement with the Feed America program. She was supposed to attend a fraud hearing. She did not attend. Ilhan Omar initially had $0, went up to 30 million. Then all of a sudden it's down to 100,000, saying that she fucking, it was an accounting error. Bullshit. Yeah, I'm still working on whether the shooter is dead or if he's in jail. I'm not exactly sure yet. And Microsoft and other companies are firing people because of AI. Southern Poverty Law Center, a criminal organization run by fraudsters. I 100% agree. I have always had a problem with the Southern Poverty Law Center. Nothing ever worked out right. They're now saying that the Southern Poverty Law Center was heavily involved in the Charlottesville situation and also with the Patriot Front. So it's giving money to the Klan. So it's looking like the Southern Poverty Law Center more than likely was funding hate groups. Now the SPLC says that they were just doing it to infiltrate. However, there's a lot of information coming out now that it wasn't just to infiltrate, it was done on purpose to gain numbers, to make it look like hate was worse than it was. I figured racism wasn't as bad as it was. I grew up in the 80s and 90s, so racism was basically dying in the 90s. So it's almost like the Southern Poverty Law Center is basically keeping it going on purpose. That's just my thoughts on that. Yeah, exactly. I used to go to fucking metal shows. I used to go to metal and punk shows at a place called the Emerson Theater in Indianapolis a long time ago when I was a teen. I was more like metal goth, right? So I had the spiked collars. I had hair down to here and shit. A third of the people were black or fucking Hispanic mostly. And it's like, well, obviously, it's like, well, no, it's like, no. In the 90s, it was basically dead. Racism was basically dead. Protester attempted to ram President Trump's vehicle while the shooting took place. So this is just being released. Protest is from Laura Loomer's shitty account. Protester attempted to ram President Trump's vehicle while the shooting was happening. This was a Muslim-inspired shooting by either Palestinians or Iranians, some people are saying. This woman had a Palestinian garb on. Let me show you what we're seeing here. Hey, honey, do you have another pre-roll for your big-penised husband? Thank you. That's correct. How big would you say it is? I'm just kidding. Fine. All right, so here we go. Let me zoom in a little bit. Sorry, I need new everything, man. So apparently, this is while it was going on.
Stay behind the perimeter. Do not press that gate.
So who attempted to ram who?
Hey, you fine?
Yes, back up.
All right, so this woman's being arrested. I'm not exactly sure if she tried. So I can't, like, this is just now coming out. This person may have tried to ram.
Literally, there was fucking shots.
Back up! Ready. Stay behind the perimeter. Do not press that gate.
I don't know what's going on here.
I don't care. Oh, I'm locked up. Hey, you guys.
Yes.
Back up.
She was like ready to be arrested too. Did you see that? Can you grab my phone, guys? Bro, can you grab my phone? Oh my fucking god. Oh my god, we're out here. Like, I don't know, bro. Oh my god. Here's pussies hiding behind. I'm telling you what, so listen to this. These guys are hiding behind tables and chairs when the shooting was going on. White Rabbit Midnight had a bomb thrown at him, and you guys weren't hiding behind fucking chairs. And there's, what's his name? He's on TikTok, Don Lemon.
I am not in that room tonight, even though I was invited. Let's talk about the White House Correspondents' Center. If you don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything. Okay, and that's why I am not in that room tonight, even though I was invited, because I don't want to sit in a room and pretend it's normal and sip champagne in black tie and ball gowns, pretending that this is normal when it's not. This is not normal Republican versus Democratic politics.
Yeah.
The Trump regime is trying to take away press freedom. They are trying to kill the First Amendment. They don't believe in the First Amendment. And they don't believe in freedom of the press. Otherwise, they would not be arresting reporters. They would not be searching their homes. They would not be taking their cell phones. They wouldn't be trying to investigate them because they write a story that you don't like about your girlfriend. All of those things. I can't believe the White House Correspondents Association invited them to be in that room.
Thank you, White Rabbit.
I don't understand it. I don't get it.
Note to, I don't know what they see here. Like, here's the image. Look, see, look at this. Thank you, White Rabbit. So I don't really know what was going on with this. We need to get some lip readers there. Who was that? Hold on. Who the fuck was that? Yeah, there's where the gunshots were going off. So listen to that. Listen. There's the shooter. There's Joe Rogan, Alex Jones. I don't know, man. I don't know, man. This is. Here's from the event.
There's the president being escorted. The president being escorted out one side. The vice president being escorted.
Yeah, I don't know, man. This is some shit now.
Where's it at?
This is some shit, man. I don't know. All right, hold on. We have an event from the White House. This will begin shortly. This is remarks coming 8 seconds ago. So when this comes on, we've got 7,000 people watching currently right now. We don't. I'm talking just over. So that screen's been on for a while. So hopefully this will come soon. Look, everybody, I know you don't like politics. I know you're angry at Trump. I know you're angry at Kamala. You hate each other because of your politics, all this shit. You got to stop being violent with one another. All right, this has gone out of control. We got 3 presidential assassination attempts. I know you're not going to stop, but something's got to give here. All right, something's got to give. Somebody's got to get it together. The president doesn't hold as much power as you think. The Supreme Court holds more power. Thank you, White Rabbit, We have liberals fighting conservatives. We have conservatives fighting conservatives over the Candace Owens psyop bullshit. Flat earthers fighting. It's like everything's deranged. I just want to play fucking video games and talk politics like I used to. My very first TikTok account, thank you Tara and Michelle. My very first TikTok account, I used to play Grand Theft Auto. Thank you for the gifts. I used to play Grand Theft Auto and just talk about politics. So I'd say, and be like, can you believe these fuckers? And I'd just run over people with a fucking car for 45 minutes. So much easier. Didn't have to show my face. Everybody's like, yeah, he's right. And I'm like, yeah, fuck these people, blah, blah, blah. Then we just talked shit and everybody had fun. I would play metal music in the background while we're crushing people with a fucking tank or an 18-wheeler. It was a fantastic time. And now everything is, so why so serious? You know what I'm saying? And then you have like people attacking me not because like, I actually don't know why. The one guy I know, it's because he wants clout. Another guy's mad at me because I called him out for a fake crypto meme coin. Others are mad at me because I won't apologize to some other conservative content creator. It's enough to make me become a fucking liberal because you're acting like a fucking liberal. I have never in my life seen Republicans look or act like fucking deranged liberals. And you're being attacked by Sharia law. Nobody gives a shit. I saw this guy that was talking to two 17-year-old girls about politics. And yeah, I'm never going to... Yeah, I know I'm right. Fuck these people. And the people are like, well, we want more migrants into Europe. We want it. And it's like, how could you be so fucked up? It's Sharia law. They're not going to... It's not like it's... I know what you... Like, you have the notion that everybody wants the same thing you do. So, like, let's say I'm a liberal and I want free health care for everyone. Well, when these people illegally come into your country, you assume through, what's it called? I can't remember the name of it. Not disassociation. Projection. It's through projection that you assume that everybody wants the same. Oh, I'm just saying as an example. So let's say I'm a liberal, and let's say I think that we should have free health care for all. And then a bunch of illegals come in, and you say, well, they're like-minded like me. But you say, well, maybe they're not. Maybe they're opportunistic. Maybe they're not. Maybe they know you're like that, and they're taking advantage of you. So you think that everybody should get free health care, everybody should get free this, free that, free this. And the illegals that come over are like, oh, that's absolutely right. I should get the free shit too. But they say, but not only that, you're stupid enough to open up the world for us to have everything for free. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take advantage. So I'm going to set up leering centers and hospice centers that go nowhere. And I'm going to set up all this shit in order to steal from you. And I'm only going to do it to steal from you. And the reason I'm doing it is because I can get away with stealing from you, because you're putting yourself out there like an asshole. You're opening your nation up to a potential for fraud and scams. So then you can't imagine, well, I didn't know these people from Somalia were scamming. Really? You didn't know? You opened up everything for them, and then you're shocked that it's happening. Well, they wouldn't do that. They're better than us white people, or better than Americans. They're from this, that, or the other country, so they're better. And that's like, they used to call that, and quote, because I'm an anthropologist, they used to call that the friendly native theory, where every person that's indigenous is friendly and everybody else is a colonist that deserves to be removed. The friendly native theory is not correct. People used to fight each other. People of color used to sell others into slavery. So there is no such thing as a friendly native theory. That's an anthropological term, bro. Oh, sorry, what's up? And that's what it is, and it's like, so you're telling me a person that's indigenous can be racist? Yes! And that some people sold, so like people that were black in Africa sold slaves? Yes! Arabs sold slaves? Yes! Fucking duh! Like, why are we not listening to that? It's called history. What do you think the Barbary Wars were? They kept taking American sailors hostage and putting them into slavery. And we told them, we're going to come out there and we're going to blow all you up in Libya to the shores of Tripoli. That's what that was. The Barbary pirates were taking Americans hostage. Oh, okay. And we were coming out there and we started wars to get our people back. They were selling Americans into slavery. The Chinese did it too. That's what the term Shanghaiing came from. Haven't you ever heard that? The person was Shanghaied because they were in fucking Portland, Oregon, or San Francisco or Seattle, and they're at the ports and they're at the bars and they get shit-faced. They even used to have trap doors. They'd fall into them and they'd take you hostage and they would Shanghai you. You'd wake up on a boat heading to fucking Shanghai as an indentured servant. They're like, well, I was just in a bar drinking 20 minutes ago. Well, now you're on a boat heading to fucking China with a bunch of fucking people on it and a bunch of goddamn spices and supplies. You know, and you're working for us or we'll fucking kill you. Yeah, it's like, are you serious? Yes, that's really what happened. Everybody used to buy, sell, and it's like hilarious. If you look at the slave trade, you had what? 600,000 to 700,000 slaves coming into the United States. Down in Brazil, you had like what? 9 to 10 million people that were slaves. And nobody gives a shit. They're like, oh, Brazil's fine. I'm like, so most of the slaves went to Brazil for sugarcane shit. So why are we dry humping this America? Oh, because we're the only ones. What's up, Dirk Diggler, the king? By the way, I've got a video up here. If you want to join an Arc Raiders group or you want to apply, contact Dirk Diggler. I haven't downloaded it yet, but I've been sick recently and I had to travel today once again for the job. Which, by the way, I had mediocre fucking food last night. Nevertheless, we're waiting for remarks from Donald Trump after an assassination attempt. Just recently happened. By the way, Dirk Diggler, we have... So White Rabbit is fighting with people, and those people that are fighting White Rabbit are attacking me because I won't block White Rabbit. Yeah, oh, dude, yeah. Here, let me show you, Dirk, because we're waiting for the White House, or for the action there. Look at this shit, dude. Like, Dirk, oh, man. Like, there was an assassination attempt against Trump at the White House Correspondents' Dinner. 6 shots fired in the lobby. No one injured, or except the shooter. This is what we got at the White House Correspondents'. By the way, thank you, hey. Don't forget to tap the screen. This is what we got. Trump being escorted out. 6 shots fired in the lobby of the White House Correspondents'. Not sure if the shooter's dead or detained.
There's the president
I saw him detained. So I don't think he's dead. Fox News says he was dead. I saw him moving his head a lot. J.D. Vance went out that way. Trump went out the other way. This is a third president speaking. Okay. This is the third assassination attempt. Obviously. Now I got to find it because I went back. But I had to show Dirk. And so we're waiting on the president to speak coming up here. 95,000 people. Yeah, anytime try to assassinate the president, you are garbage and you have lost all narrative. I will not support anybody that believes that killing anybody, unless it's in a war or it's in order to save lives. If you're a veteran, you'll know that. That's perfectly fine. But as far as killing, so yeah. I know I mispronounced it. I know. I tried to fix it, but it was too late. Oh, dude, it was crushing him, man. Yeah, I need to get Signal also. There's another person. I was talking to her on the live stream earlier, and she was at this event, or she was in D.C. She was at the events yesterday, and she was supposed to be at the White House Correspondents' Dinner, and she wasn't there, at least when she was on. She was somewhere in D.C. I don't know where she was. It looked like a convention center. D.C. is like full of convention centers. But did you see in the background there was like meetings and shit? I think she was there.
She said she was at an event, but it wasn't there.
Oh, okay. Because there's like a bunch of shit going on in D.C. today. But yeah, if I want to hear the president, and then if Tiffany comes back, she does. If not, whatever's clever. We've got a People versus Poison pesticide rally outside of the Supreme Court coming up on the 27th of April. I'll be live streaming that in order to stop. Now, what's up, Yale alum? Hell yeah! Now I went to Indiana University and the University of Queensland down in Brisbane, Australia. But I have one kid in college and my other one's in high school. And the one kid, she had to start out in shitty fucking community college, but I'm like, well, she wants to go to USC. Thank you, my friends, for the gift. And I was like, well, I mean, I know there's ways to get into Yale. There's ways to get into USC. There's certain types of financing I can get that most people don't know about that I found out. If you make under $110,000 a year, you can get free tuition to USC if they do good. So see, that's what I'm trying to do. Get Isabel all the way through this shit. Then she gets like 4.0s, applies for USC. Then she's out there, and then we don't have to. But something's got to give, because this cycle has to be broken for her. The come out full-blown American-hating liberal. I heard parents talking. Yeah, see, my kid is very different. So, to me, she reminds me of a kid that lived that's still like in 2007 or 8. Which is exactly what I was hoping for.
Well, thank you very much. That was very unexpected, but incredibly acted upon by Secret Service and law enforcement. And this was an event dedicated to freedom of speech that was supposed to bring together members of both parties with members of the press. And in a certain way it did, because the fact that they just unified, I saw a room that was just totally unified. It was in one way a very beautiful thing to see. A man charged a security checkpoint armed with multiple weapons, and he was taken down by some very brave members of Secret Service, and they acted very quickly and have just released, for purposes of transparency, clarity, I've ordered it to be put out. You probably have it by now. Put out on Truth and put out on many other platforms. A tape showing the violence of this thug that attacked our Constitution, and also showing how quickly Secret Service and law enforcement acted on our country's behalf. Really did a great job.
Well, I'm glad they didn't get him.
One officer was shot, but saved by the fact that he was wearing obviously a very good bulletproof vest. He was shot from very close distance with a very powerful gun.
Armor of God.
And the vest did the job. I just spoke to the officer, and he's doing great. He's in great shape. He is has very high spirits, and we told him we love him and respect him. And he's a very proud guy. He's very proud of what he does, Secret Service agent.
Yeah, and can take up to a 40 with that.
We looked at all of the conditions that took place tonight, and I will say, you know, it's not a particularly secure building. And I didn't want to say this, but this is why we have to have all of the attributes of what we're planning at the White House. It's actually a larger room, and it's much more secure. It's got It's drone-proof. It's bulletproof glass. We need the ballroom. That's why Secret Service, that's why the military are demanding it. They've wanted the ballroom for 150 years for lots of different reasons, but today's a little bit different because today we need levels of security that probably nobody's ever seen before.
Look at this dude. Look at this dude
But
over here.
everyone owes a tremendous debt of gratitude
This dude had like the shit.
to the courage of law enforcement. The law enforcement and working with the D.C. police, and we just spoke with the mayor. And when we're finished, the police chief is going to take over and discuss it also from their viewpoint. But they also performed exactly as they were supposed to. And you see the attacker in different positions, but you also see the attacker totally subdued
Was it a teacher?
and under control. So as you know, this is not the first time in the past couple of years that our republic has been attacked by a would-be assassin who sought to kill. In Butler, Pennsylvania, less than 2 years ago, you all know that story. And in Palm Beach, Florida, a few months after that, we came close. We really had, again, we had some great work done by law enforcement.
Texas.
But in light of this evening's events, I ask that all Americans recommit with their hearts in resolving our difference peacefully. We have to resolve our differences. I will say, you had Republicans, Democrats, independents, conservatives, liberals, and progressives. Those words are interchangeable, perhaps, but maybe they're not. But yet everybody in that room, big crowd, record-setting crowd. There was a record-setting group of people.
Is the bad guy
And
dead
there
or
was a
passed?
tremendous amount of love and coming together. I watched, and I was very, very impressed by that. But we were, First Lady and I were taken very well care of very quickly, very quickly, rushed off the stage. Vice President J.D. Vance, who's here, was likewise beautifully done. He was just saying how quickly everybody acted, law enforcement, Secret Service in particular in this case, but law enforcement. Marco had the same thing. Pete was there. Pete didn't want any help. He didn't want anybody to help him. He doesn't want anybody to help him, but he did get some, didn't you? And I think you also said that it was very impressive. So with that, I'd like to ask Todd Blanche to come up, say a few words, and tell you it's already underway. The man has been captured. They're going to his apartment. I guess he lives in California, and he's a sick person, a very sick person, and we don't want things like this to happen. I think it's very important that I say, though, and I told the representatives of the evening, they did such a beautiful job. It was such a beautiful evening. And again, they're talking about free speech in our Constitution. That's what it's all about, not just White House correspondence. It was really based on free speech in our Constitution. But I said very importantly that we'll do it again within the next 30 days, and we'll make it bigger and better and even nicer. So I just want to thank everybody that was involved. I also want to thank the press, the media. You've been very responsible in your coverage, I will say. I've been seeing what's been out. You've been very responsible. So Todd Blanche, I'd like to say a few words, and then we're going to have cash. And then you're going to go on. We can ask, I guess we can take a couple of questions.
Damn right.
I want to thank the First Lady for, that was a rather traumatic experience for her. There's a lot of action taking place up there very quickly. But again, the response time was really incredible. And we're going to reschedule. We're going to do it again. We're not going to let anybody take over our society. We're not going to cancel things out because we can't do that. We wanted to stay tonight. I will tell you, I fought like hell to stay. But it was protocol. They said, please, sir, because they didn't know there was a lot of action going on, and they didn't know could there be probably a lone shooter, but we'll find out. We'll find out very quickly. They have it very well under control. So I want to thank everybody very much. And Todd Blanche, please.
Let's see what Todd Blanche, TB, has to say.
Thank you very much, Mr. President. Tonight you saw the very worst and the very best of this country. You saw the very worst by the actions of that coward that the president just talked about. But you also saw the very best because you saw law enforcement do exactly what they're supposed to do. And you'll see the videos come out, I expect, very shortly, and you'll see law enforcement do exactly what we want them to do. And so I echo what what President Trump just said, that we are extraordinarily grateful and appreciative of the men and women of law enforcement that did their jobs tonight, including one who was injured. This investigation is ongoing. I expect you will see charges filed shortly. The charges should be self-evident given the conduct, but as you'll hear, there will be multiple charges surrounding the shooting, around the possession of firearms, and anything else that we can get on this guy.
Thank you.
The investigation is obviously ongoing and just started. There's federal law enforcement already working on search warrants and doing their job, and I don't want to get ahead of them and don't want to get ahead of the work that they're doing even as we speak. Director Patel and I were just on the crime scene a short while ago, and everybody in this room should rest assured that the Metropolitan Police Department, the FBI, Secret Service, everybody's on the scene doing their job. I know that the police chief is going to give an update from the scene as soon as we're finished here, and I obviously will lead the details of what they have learned to him. But in the meantime, I just want to thank everybody in this room for the courage, and I want to thank President Trump for his words, and I promise you, justice will be served. Thank you, Director Patel.
Thank you, General. Thank you, Mr. President. The President's absolutely right. You saw the best resolve of American law enforcement because you, Mr. President, inspire them 24/7, 365. You give them the resources that they need, and they know that you have their back. And that is a changing dynamic in this country, and that's why you saw brave Secret Service agents respond immediately, swiftly, subdue and take down the suspect, and safeguard the lives of thousands of individuals at that hotel. Thanks to our interagency partnership with the Department of Homeland Security and the Metropolitan Police Department, the FBI was rapidly deployed onto the scene, took over the evidence response unit, is examining all the ballistics that were found on scene, to include the long gun and the shell casings. We are conducting witness interviews as we speak. You will hear from our team on the scene there with the mayor and the head of the FBI field division there. But please know what the Attorney General has just said reigns no truer. You saw the very best of America tonight. The very best unite us at a time of uncertainty, because we have leadership here with the President and the Vice President that backs law enforcement, and the men and women that I shook their hands on the scene today could not have been prouder to show up on scene. And as the Attorney General said, make no mistake, we are conducting witness interviews. If you have any information whatsoever related to this event, 1-800-CALL-FBI. 1-800-CALL-FBI. No piece of information is too small. No piece of information is inadequate. We will evaluate it all. We will also be conducting interviews of those that were there. And if any of those individuals have information, please come forward to law enforcement or the FBI or Metropolitan Police Department. We will be examining this individual's background thoroughly. That process has already started. And we are going to ensure that he was either a lone wolf actor or anyone else that was responsible. We will analyze all evidence immediately to make sure that we safeguard this country. Mr. President, Mr. Vice President, thank you for your leadership. Attorney General and Homeland Secretary Marlin, thank you for your partnership in law enforcement.
Thank you, Ken. Okay, we'll do a couple and then we go to the chief. Madam Chairman, I just want to say you did a fantastic job. What a beautiful evening, and we're going to reschedule. Okay? And after that, it's very tough for her to ask a killer question, right? But you have done a fantastic job. Please.
Mr. President, I appreciate it. As you mentioned, it all happened so quickly. And I wonder, especially because unfortunately you have experience with these sorts of threats, in that moment when you realized there was a threat and service agents were telling us to get down, can you describe what was going through your mind, how you were feeling in that moment?
That's a very good question, actually. It's always shocking when something like this happens. It's happened to me a little bit, and that never changes. The fact, we were sitting right next to each other, First Lady on my right, and I heard a noise and sort of thought it was a tray. I thought it was a tray going down. You know, I've heard that many times, and it was a pretty loud noise. And it was from quite far away. He hadn't reached the area at all. They really got him. But, so it was quite far away, but it was a gun.
Network.
And some people really understood that pretty quickly. Other people
Yeah, what
didn't.
happened to the salads?
I was watching
Damn
to see
right,
what
Gino.
was happening.
They might
Probably
have had some
should have
damn
gone
good
down even
croutons.
faster. Melania was very cognizant, I think, of what happened. I think she knew immediately what happened. She was saying,
Not the flaky.
"That's a bad noise,"
No.
and
No, I just.
we were whisked away along with other people, but we were really whisked away. And again, the performance of the Secret
Damn
Service
straight,
and the
baby, Cat.
police,
Damn
all
right,
of the law
Michelle.
enforcement, I thought was really good. So it was very quick. There wasn't a lot of time to be thinking because it was a matter of seconds before we were out the door and gone into an area.
well, after
We
Trump
very
talks.
much, and you wanted to too, we very much wanted to continue it because I
They
don't
just tried to kill
like
him.
to let these sick people, these thugs, these horrible, horrible people change
Thank
the
you for
fabric
sharing.
of our life, change the course of what we
80,000.
do.
Let's get to 100K.
So we held out. You were there. We held out right till the end, but they didn't want to take a chance, and I understand there was protocol.
What?
But we're going to be doing one
Something's
hopefully within
wrong.
the next 30 days or sooner, and I am ready, willing, and able, and I was all set to really rip it. And I said to my people, this would be the most inappropriate speech ever made if I said one. So I'll have to save it. I don't know if I could ever be
wanna hear
as
an inappropriate
rough as I was going to be tonight. I think I'm going to be probably very nice. I'll be very boring the next time, but we're going to have a great event. And you did a fantastic job. Thank you very much. Peter, go ahead.
Thank you, President Trump. There's a report in the New York Post that this assailant assembled his weapon somewhere on site at the hotel. What do you think about that? And I ask respectfully, why do you think this keeps happening to you?
Well, you know, I've studied assassinations, and I must tell you, the most impactful people, the people that do the most, you take a look at the people, Abraham Lincoln, I mean, you go through the people that have gone through this, where they got them, but the people that do the most, the people that make the biggest impact, they're the ones that they go
waves.
after. They don't go after the ones that don't do much because they like it that way. And when you look at the people that have
I know, this third time.
either, whether it was an attempt or a successful attempt, they're very impactful people. Just take a look at the names there, the big names. And I hate to say I'm honored by that, but I've done a lot. We've done a lot. We've taken this country, and we were a laughing stock for years, and now we're the hottest country anywhere in the world. We've changed this country, and there are a lot of people that are not happy about that. So I think that's the answer, Peter.
And after Butler, your team for a while rethought outdoor events.
Yeah.
Do you think that you now need to rethink
No.
indoor
Well,
events?
but then you just don't do events. No, I can't do that. I have to. It is what it is. We have to do it. The room was very, very secure. You know, he charged from 50 yards away, so he was very far away from the room.
And what did you think when you saw the video of how fast he was running?
He was moving. He was really moving. And the reaction time was great. Boy, those guys, they had their guns drawn literally by the time he was there. They were shooting.
That's right.
I thought they were very impressive. And if I didn't, I'd let you know, I'm not going to be, I would not stand for that. No, I thought they were very impressive.
Thank you, President Trump, and thank you for updating us on the
Thank you.
suspect earlier. Were you aware of any threats? Was your team aware of any threats beforehand? And do you believe you were the target of this tonight?
I guess. I mean, these people, they're crazy. They're crazy. And, you never know. He was very far away from me. He had to go through a lot.
Oh, dude, that was
We
hilarious.
had resources all over. We had
Thank you,
resources
John.
sitting at tables, literally in disguise, sitting maybe at your table, who knows? But we had people all over the room, so he had a long way to go. That was really a first line of defense, and they got him. And they really, they acted incredibly. No, there was no notification. We had no idea. Go ahead,
Do you know
Kevin.
any political motivations from this?
Well, you never know. Now, we'll be able to tell you that
Think you ricochet.
maybe by tomorrow or the next day. He's in custody, and they're asking him a lot of questions. I guess they're going over Todd, and they're already at his apartment. He lives in California.
Yes, sir.
And they're over there, so they'll be able to tell you. Thank you, Caitlin.
President Trump, did the suspect say anything, or was he wearing anything that would allege some type of motive?
This whole thing is
No, I mean, he was a guy who looked pretty evil when he was down. They had him down. He was fighting hard. He was in my opinion, a
She
sick
ate
person. Who would do that but a sick
milligram
person?
gummy yesterday.
But I think you're going to find everything about him. No reason to talk about it now.
was
But
an
tomorrow at this time,
It was an
long
accident.
before this time,
What's
you're
up,
going to know
America? How you
a
doing?
lot of things about him. He was a.
Yeah, but
They
I'm a
seem to
good
think he
hug.
was
I
a
got the
lone
shit
wolf,
going.
and I feel that too.
I got that
About
concentrate.
U.S. Secret Service protection ability. We saw several of the detailees take minutes to be escorted out of the room.
No, they acted very quickly. No, I was very impressed by Secret Service. I mean, I'm the one, and Mark Wayne, you would agree with that, I think. I'm the one that would complain. You don't have to complain for me. I would be complaining. I'd be up here right now saying they didn't do their job. Oh, believe me, because, you know, it's my life. And I want to live because I want to make this country great. That's why I want to live. But when you're impactful, they go after you. When you're not impactful, they leave you alone. Okay, a couple of more. Go ahead, please.
Is there any indication that this shooting could have been linked to the war in Iran?
I don't think so, but you never know. We're going to know a lot. We have the best people in the world working on it, and we're going to know a lot. Please.
Mr. President, there's a lot. There's you, as well as some of us who have covered Butler, experienced another horrific day 2 years ago.
Yeah.
What felt similar? You know, you had the First Lady with you today. What felt different? And you have another 2+ years in office. Are you concerned about something like this happening
Well, I
again?
can't be concerned. I can only get great people. They did the job, in my opinion, a much better job than Butler.
Yeah,
Butler had one weak spot that we all know about. Somebody should have been up there. But even Butler, we had our sniper on our side within 4.2 seconds from a distance of about 400 yards, one shot, and he was gone. And if he didn't do it now, you know, he's David. His name was David. I say, hello, David, every time I see him. David, I like you very much, David. But think of that. Now, if he doesn't hit him, and he hit him right between the eyes from 400 yards without any notice, nobody knew. He heard a sound. He looked over, and there was actually a tree that was somewhat in his way. You know the story very well. And he aimed, he fired, and if he didn't do that, beyond me, you would have had a lot more people killed. We lost one great person and 2 people very badly hurt. They're okay now. But no, that was so. In a sense, you know, that was pretty amazing the job they did. But they did have that one weak spot, as you know. They should have had that covered. Tonight they had everything covered very quickly, and he was fast. He was running full blast, and they got him before they got any further. I was very far away. You know, he hadn't anywhere close to breach the doors of the ballroom. The ballroom was sealed, and everybody in there. That's why once those doors opened, they didn't want to do tonight. If the doors weren't opened, we could have probably done it tonight, but I think we're much better off rescheduling. Yeah, please.
Mr. President, for you and perhaps law enforcement as well, what is the level of confidence that this was a lone actor, and has the suspect made any statements to police while in custody?
Yeah, I think it's just it's not my profession. We have great professionals up here and outside that have been working with us. My impression is he was a lone wolf.
What's up, America?
Whack job. These are crazy people.
You're the king.
These are crazy people, and they have to be dealt with. We had that in the second attempt, as you know, and he's spending life in prison. Because if you let him out, they'll probably, you know, if he serves 10 years or 15 years, you let him out, he'll probably try it again with somebody else. They're sick people. We have a lot of sick people. But you're going to know, I think very shortly, you're going to know, Todd, a lot about him. You're going to know a lot about him. Yeah, a couple of more. Yeah, please, go ahead.
Are you concerned about political violence? This could be politically motivated.
All violence. I'm concerned about everything. Look, but I can't be so concerned that you can't function. No, I'm here.
As soon as Trump's
it's a
done,
dangerous
I'm gonna
profession.
check out the videos.
You know, I tell the story. Race car drivers, I think it's very dangerous. So if you take 1% and then take about 10% of 1%, just to break it down very easily, they die. So much less than 1%, 10% of 1%. I think bull riding is very dangerous. If you take about the same, 10% of 1%, much less than 1%. But if you take presidents, it's 5.8%. And about 8% are shot at. So nobody told me this was such a dangerous profession. If Marco would have told me, maybe I wouldn't have run. Maybe I would have said, I'll take a pass. No, it's a dangerous profession, but I don't view it that way. Look, I'm here to do a job. It's part of the job. It is a dangerous. I can't imagine that there's any profession that's more dangerous. But I love the country, and I'm very proud. I'm very proud of the job we've done. You see what's happened. We have a great country. We've got, I think, the most successful, the hottest country anywhere in the world. This happened over a period of just a year.
Well, he has been shot.
And we're going to do great things. But with that come risks. There's no question about it. Yeah.
I mean, there's been so much political violence, not just aimed at yourself, but at other members of Congress, state house speakers, you name it. Is that just the cost of doing business to do politics in America anymore?
Yeah, well,
what does that say about our country?
Surveillance
We're not the
state is
only
going to get
country. You look
much
at this
worse
great
every
violence with
day.
all countries. I was
91,000,
talking to somebody
not
from
bad.
another country
Almost there.
today, and they have numerous assassinations of political figures
Yeah,
all over the
the
world. You look at
fires
South
everywhere,
America,
too.
and South America,
I can show you some of those
some of the numbers are just horrific. It's dangerous. It's dangerous stuff, whether it's here or someplace else. No country is immune. No country. Good question.
To turn that temperature down?
Test
At this point?
pilot.
Well, probably if I decided to just not do much, if I let everybody rip us off and take advantage of us. Look, we're leading the world in trade now. We're leading the world in the military. We're the greatest military in the world. I rebuilt it in my first term, and now we use it because we have no choice. We can't let, as an example, Iran, we can't let them get a nuclear weapon. Everything will be peanuts compared to that if they ever were given a nuclear weapon, and they'd use it too. Marco and I were talking about it today. They would use it without even hesitation. We can't do that. It was a shame. I said, oh boy, look at the numbers. We just broke 50,000 in the Dow. We just broke 7,000 in the S&P. They said we couldn't do it in 7 years, in 5 years, 4 years. They were saying maybe in 5 or 6 years. And we did it in 1 year. And I called everybody together. I called all of these people and others, and I said, we have to take a little journey. I say to do this. We just had the great number. We just broke 50,000. Wasn't supposed to happen during my term. Wasn't reachable. We did it in 1 year, and I said, we're going to have to make a journey to Iran. They're going to have a nuclear weapon if we don't do it. We had the B-2 bombers take them out. I terminated in the first term the Obama agreement, the Iran nuclear agreement, which was a disaster. That was a road to a nuclear weapon. They would have used it. They would have used it 100%. So, when you do things like that, you become a target. If I wasn't doing that, I guess I'd be a lot less of a target. But I'm honored to be. Okay, one more question. Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
Thank you, President Trump. Thank you, President Trump. Do you know how the gun was brought into the hotel? And also, how does this event impact you as the leader of our country? Do you think it will change your
I
leadership?
like not to think about it. I lead a pretty normal life, considering it's a dangerous life. I think I handle it as well as it can be handled. I think a lot of other people. You read stories where they become basket cases. To be honest with you, I'm not a basket case. I really take it as it is. I do it for the country. I'm not doing it for any other reason. I have a first lady who's doing a terrific job. She loves the country, and she recognizes it better than anybody. She's told me numerous times. She says, "You are in a dangerous job."
Yeah, they
But
just
that
got
goes
their
along with her
salads.
too. I mean, it's dangerous for her too.
Thank
We
you,
sat
Mike
there
Brett.
tonight. We heard that noise, and
I bet he's
it
got
was
a
either a
revolver.
tray or a bullet. I
seems like
was
the kind
hoping
of
it was
guy.
a tray, but it wasn't.
38
And
special. He seems
again,
like that kind of guy.
we had some very brave people doing a great job, so we're very proud
I've
of them
heard
and
every
happy with
president has their
them.
own
I just want to
personal
thank
side of
everybody. They will be able to give you all that information as to the names
Got a
and
little
everything
anklet,
else.
got a
Most of,
little
I think we
anklet
released
there.
the names already. Most of you would
380 on
have
the
it,
ankle.
but his name. We appreciate it. I see so many tuxedos and beautiful dresses. It was a little different evening than we thought, but we're going to do it again, and we have a great chairman who we're so proud of, and we have to make it better. We'll make it safer, I guess, right? but we're going to make it even better. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you.
About how impactful this was. Can we hear from her about?
Well, honey, would you want to say something?
One in the back.
One in the back, sir. Sir, do you need us to confirm that?
Right.
Millions of people across the globe are watching you. You demonstrated courageous leadership, and thank God you're alive. All of us are alive today. What is the message that you?
You report that pile of shit. You know, fucking threaten me with death, you pile of shit. We'll just fucking, I'll take that and I'll at FBI, you fucking turd. So here's the guy that tried to shoot Trump. You see that guy threatened to kill me? Frazier, you threatened to kill me, you little fuck? Who the fuck do you think you are? Try to kill me? I'll fucking, oh, I swear to God, I'm gonna fucking take this bullshit. I'm sending that to the fucking cops. Go fuck yourself, you little douche. Here we go.
Lieutenant Hudson, you monitoring this area? Very cool,
I mean, what, threatened to kill me? What, are you drunk or something?
Shall I post it as soon as he passed down? 18, go for it.
You reported that pile of shit, right? Good, fuck him. Threatened to kill me. And then all of a sudden he's threatening me. That's what they do. They hover around and then they fucking threaten me. It's like, dude, I carry a gun everywhere I go. Fuck you. You little fucking dicks. Oh my fucking God. Yeah, dude fucking threatened to kill me, man. What the fuck? Okay, so I'm going to look up just one more because I want to see if there's any. Yeah, he was running fast too. I'm like, yeah, all right. So there's Trump talking. Is this Erica Kirk? Erica Kirk crying after she's evacuated. Because her husband got shot. Now they're trying to shoot everybody. Yeah, this is going to end up in a civil war.
I just want to go find I just want to go find
Yeah, there you go. Because you cannot trust communists.
Israel has targeted and killed more than 250 journalists. Talking to people nicely. We were in there talking about Amal Khalil, a Lebanese journalist just murdered by the Israelis. And we were there with a picture of Amal Khalil showing Wolf Blitzer the picture. He said, I don't know who that is. We said, you should know who it is because she was just assassinated by the Israelis. She was under the rubble for hours while they wouldn't let the rescuers come in.
Yeah. You know, I know how it is over there, but you're deranged. I've seen you. And that's, I guess, the news of the day, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know what else to tell you. We're really crossing the Rubicon. Yeah, she's a millionaire, I figured. She's got the time to do, she doesn't fucking work or do anything. She just sits there constantly talking that shit. That's her, like, job, is just a political agitator. Anyway, okay, so that's what we got going on here. Obviously, that's the news. And in Chicago, Jesus, man. Erica Kirk was at another event. Hell yeah, 101,000. Political violence is getting too much. I know for a fact that you people are not going to stop the political violence. You want it worse. What's up, America? I'm not going to sit there and entertain. Yeah, that was a lot, Mabel Cat. I'm not going to sit there and entertain political violence. If you're into it, you threaten me. You fucking come after me, whatever it is. You're good with political violence. Block me and go fuck yourself. I don't want you anywhere near me. I don't want your shitty... What's up, Wingmaster? So if you're okay with political violence, I don't want you near me. I don't want you part of me. Get the fuck away from me. Don't talk to me. It's not my fault you don't like Trump or you do whatever it is. Get the fuck out of here. I'm telling you multiple times, get out of here. I don't want you here if you're okay with political violence. It's showing my face and crotch. And I was itching my dick earlier. And it had it focused on my dick. Great. That's wonderful. Anyway, so give me just a second. So if you're on YouTube, thanks for watching. It's been a hectic day, Trump assassination, etc. I'll be putting a lot of videos up here on YouTube coming up after this stream is over. Got one to make and a couple archaeology videos. So don't forget to subscribe. It's free here on YouTube. Join our memberships. We also have memberships if you want to do it. If you don't like me, block me and hide my channel and go fuck yourself. We'll be back here tomorrow on YouTube